1. Chapter 1. The air in the dimly lit room crackled with energy as Cat, a formidable witch with a cascade of raven black hair and piercing green eyes, stood at the center of the circle formed by her coven. The flickering candles cast dancing shadows on the walls, creating an atmosphere both mysterious and enchanting. The gathered witches, each with their own unique flair of mysticism, eagerly awaited Cat's tale. "Tonight, my dear sisters, I shall regale you with a tale woven into the fabric of time itself," Cat began, her voice resonating through the room like a haunting melody. A tale of greed, adventure, and a treasure lost to the clutches of history. A tale that traces back to the heart of Louisiana, where the whispers of the past linger in the rustling leaves and winding rivers. The coven leaned in, their eyes fixed on Cat, captivated by the anticipation of the legend that was about to unfold. Centuries ago, in the age of exploration, when the old world sought to conquer the new, a group of Spanish conquistadors stumbled upon a treasure beyond their wildest dreams, a treasure said to possess magical powers, a relic from a time long forgotten. Cat gestured dramatically, her hands tracing invisible patterns in the air, as she painted the scene with her words. The year was 1541, and the Spanish were on the run from French forces in the uncharted territories of what we now call Louisiana. In their possession was a map, a cryptic guide leading to a mine of unimaginable riches, a mine said to be hidden deep within the bayous, guarded by mystical forces. As she spoke, images materialized in the minds of the coven, vivid and tangible. The thick, humid air of the Louisiana swamps enveloped them, and the distant sounds of wildlife provided an eerie soundtrack to Cat's storytelling. The conquistadors, their armor tarnished and their spirits weary, ventured into the untamed wilderness, their eyes gleaming with the promise of untold wealth. Legend spoke of a river, a secret passage that would lead them to the heart of the mine. With each step, they delved deeper into the unknown, battling not only the natural obstacles but also the supernatural forces that guarded the treasure. Cat's eyes glittered with intensity as she continued. It is said that the Spanish, driven by greed, faced trials that tested their resolve. Swamp spirits and ancient guardians conspired to thwart their progress, but the conquistadors pressed on, driven by the insatiable desire for wealth and power. The coven, enchanted by Cat's storytelling, felt the tendrils of magic weaving through the room, adding a palpable energy to the atmosphere. Eventually, the conquistadors reached the legendary river, a mystical waterway that wound its way through the heart of the bayous, its depths concealing the secrets of the Louisiana mine. With their stolen treasure in tow, the Spanish sailed upstream, leaving the pursuers and the supernatural guardians behind. Cat's voice took on a mournful tone as she continued, but little did they know that the river itself was a living entity, a force attuned to the balance of nature. As the conquistadors advanced, the river rose in fury, angered by the intrusion into its sacred domain. Torrential rains and raging currents conspired to reclaim the stolen treasure, pulling the conquistadors and their ill-gotten gains into the watery depths. The coven gasped, hanging on every word as Cat unfolded the tragic fate of the treasure seekers. The legend tells of a final stand, a battle between man and nature, magic and greed. In the end, the river claimed its vengeance, swallowing the conquistadors and the treasure whole. The magical item, an artifact of immense power, was lost to the depths of the Louisiana waters, never to be seen again. Cat paused, letting the weight of the tale settle upon her coven. The room was hushed, the only sound the crackling of the candles and the distant howls of unseen creatures in the bayous. "But the story does not end there," Cat whispered, her eyes ablaze with a mixture of solemnity and excitement. "For it is said that the magical item, imbued with the essence of the Louisiana mine, still rests beneath the waters, waiting for a worthy soul to unlock its secrets. The spirits of the bayous guard it fiercely, and only a witch of pure heart and ancient wisdom may one day reveal the lost treasure to the world." The coven sat in awed silence, the legend of the lost Louisiana mine echoing in their minds. Cat, having woven her tale with a masterful blend of history and magic, allowed the enchantment to linger in the air. "Perhaps, my sisters, it is time for us to embark on a journey of our own," Cat suggested, her eyes gleaming with a mischievous spark. a journey to uncover the secrets of the bayous, to commune with the spirits that guard the lost treasure. Who among us is bold enough to seek the magic that lies hidden beneath the waters of Louisiana? As her words hung in the air, the Coven exchanged glances, a silent agreement passing between them. The legend of the lost Louisiana mine had ignited a spark of adventure in their hearts, and the prospect of unlocking ancient magic beckoned like a siren's call. The room, charged with the energy of the tale, became a crucible of possibilities, a cauldron where the magic of the past and the potential of the future converged. 2. Chapter 2. The dimly lit room hummed with an air of anticipation as Kat's coven gathered in a circle, their faces aglow with the flickering candlelight. The lingering echoes of the legend of the lost Louisiana mine still danced in the air, weaving a tapestry of curiosity and excitement among the witches. Kat, the keeper of ancient knowledge and master of the arcane, stood at the center of the circle, her eyes reflecting the gleam of the candles. Her voice cut through the silence like a dagger through the night. "My sisters, the time has come for us to embark on a journey that will echo through the annals of magic. The lost treasure of the Louisiana mine beckons, and we, as wielders of the craft, shall answer that call." A murmur of agreement rippled through the coven, and eyes sparkled with a mixture of determination and curiosity. Questions hung in the air like ethereal wisps waiting to be addressed. Kat extended her arms, palms upturned, and the room responded in kind. Shadows danced upon the walls as candles flared with newfound vigor. The magical energy pulsed, a silent affirmation of the coven's shared purpose. "We shall delve into the heart of the bayous, where the spirits of the waterways and the guardians of the mine hold sway," Kat continued, her voice carrying a hypnotic cadence. "But we must prepare meticulously, for the Louisiana waters are treacherous, and the spirits are not to be trifled with." The coven listened intently, their focus unwavering. Kat, ever the orchestrator of mystical ventures, began to outline the plan with a blend of authority and reverence for the ancient magic they were about to confront. "Our first task is to commune with the spirits that dwell in the bayous. Each of you will bring forth an offering, an item of personal significance that resonates with your connection to the elements. We shall create an altar, a sacred space where our intentions will be laid bare before the spirits." As the coven prepared for the ritual, the room buzzed with activity. Witches moved gracefully, gathering herbs, crystals, and trinkets from their personal stashes. The air became infused with the scent of sage and lavender, and the soft hum of incantations filled the room. Kat, observing the preparations with a keen eye, approached each witch, offering guidance and wisdom. "Choose your offerings wisely, my sisters. The spirits appreciate sincerity, and our intentions must be pure if we are to navigate the currents of magic that guard the lost treasure." Once the altar was adorned with a kaleidoscope of colors and textures, the coven gathered around it, their eyes alight with anticipation. Kat, holding a vial of shimmering liquid, stepped forward. "This is water from the bayous, collected during the full moon. It is a conduit to the spirits, a bridge between our world and theirs." With deliberate movements, Kat sprinkled the enchanted water over the offerings, her incantations weaving a spell that resonated through the room. The coven, connected by the shared energy of their intentions, felt the subtle shift in the air, a whisper of approval from the spirits that lingered at the edges of their perception. "Now, my sisters, we must attune ourselves to the magic of the bayous," Kat declared, her eyes alight with a knowing gleam. "Each of you will embark on a solo meditation by the water's edge, seeking a connection with the spirits that guard the lost treasure. Listen to the rustle of the leaves, feel the pulsing heartbeat of the earth beneath your feet, and let the magic of the bayou seep into your very essence." The coven dispersed, each witch finding a secluded spot along the banks of a nearby river. Kat, a spectral figure in the moonlight, moved among them, offering whispered guidance and encouragement. The night air was alive with the symphony of nature, the chirping of crickets, the rustling of leaves, and the distant murmur of flowing water. As the witches entered a state of deep meditation, the boundary between the physical and the magical blurred. They communed with the spirits, their minds opening like ancient tomes, receptive to the whispers of the bayous. Visions of mystical creatures and ethereal landscapes danced behind closed eyelids, as the Coven forged a connection with the realm that guarded the lost treasure. After what felt like an eternity, the Coven gathered once more around the altar, their faces marked with a blend of serenity and revelation. Kat, attuned to the currents of magic that surrounded them, sensed the resonance of the spirits within the sacred space. "The spirits have acknowledged our presence, my sisters," Kat proclaimed, her voice carrying a resonance that echoed through the room. "We have laid the foundation for our journey into the heart of the bayous. But our quest is not yet complete." The witches, their senses heightened by the communion with the spirits, hung on Kat's every word, eager to learn the next steps in their mystical endeavor. "We must fashion a vessel to navigate the waters, an enchanted boat that will carry us to the heart of the Louisiana mine," Kat explained, her eyes ablaze with determination. "Each of you will contribute an element of magic to infuse the vessel with the power needed to traverse the mystical currents." The Coven, inspired by the vision of their upcoming adventure, gathered materials from the depths of their magical arsenals. Crystals, feathers, and herbs were carefully selected, each imbued with a unique energy that would contribute to the enchantment of the boat. Kat, orchestrating the process with precision, guided the witches in crafting a vessel that shimmered with an otherworldly glow. The boat, adorned with intricate symbols and infused with the collective magic of the Coven, became a conduit for their shared purpose. "Behold, my sisters, our vessel of enchantment," Kat declared, the boat hovering above the altar, suspended by unseen forces. "This boat will carry us through the bayous, navigating the waters with the blessings of the spirits. But we must embark on our journey with respect and humility, for the magic that guards the lost treasure is ancient and unfathomable." As the witches marveled at their creation, Kat's gaze turned to the final phase of their preparations. "We shall set forth at the break of dawn, when the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. The journey to the heart of the bayous will test our resolve, and the spirits will be our guides. Are you ready, my sisters, to unlock the secrets of the Louisiana mine and claim the lost treasure that awaits?" The Coven, their spirits ignited by the prospect of adventure and magic, responded with a resounding chorus of affirmation. The room, infused with the energy of their shared purpose, became a sanctuary of anticipation, a haven where the boundaries of reality and legend blurred, and the echoes of the past beckoned them into the heart of the bayous. 3. Chapter 3, Into the Heart of the Bayous. Dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold as Kat's Coven gathered at the edge of the bayous, their breath visible in the cool morning air. The enchanted boat, resplendent with magical symbols and pulsing with energy, awaited them like a vessel from a dream. Kat, the torchbearer of their mystical journey, stood before the Coven, her eyes ablaze with determination. "Sisters, the time has come to embark on our quest," Kat announced, her voice carrying the weight of ancient secrets and the promise of undiscovered magic. "Board the boat and let the spirits guide us to the heart of the bayous." The witches, their hearts beating in rhythm with the anticipation that hung in the air, approached the vessel with reverence. One by one they stepped onto the boat, their hands trailing over its enchanted surface. The boat, responding to the touch of its passengers, shimmered with a radiant glow, echoing the collective magic of the Coven. As Kat stepped onto the boat, a surge of energy resonated through the vessel, as if acknowledging her role as the conduit between the worlds. With a subtle command, the boat glided into the waters, its movement seamless and fluid. The bayous, shrouded in mist and alive with the hum of nature, embraced the enchanted vessel like an old friend. "Hold tight, my sisters," Kat called out, her voice carried by the gentle breeze. "The journey into the heart of the bayous is filled with twists and turns. Let the magic guide you, and trust in the bond we share." The boat navigated the winding waterways with an otherworldly grace, propelled by a force unseen. The witches, their senses attuned to the ebb and flow of the mystical currents, felt the presence of spirits lingering in the shadows. The bayous, a labyrinth of secrets and untamed beauty, unfolded before them like a living tapestry. As the Coven sailed deeper into the heart of the bayous, The atmosphere shifted, becoming more palpably charged with ancient magic. The air vibrated with whispers, the voices of spirits woven into the rustling leaves and the gentle lapping of water against the boat. The Coven, eyes wide with wonder, exchanged knowing glances as the enchantment of the bayous enveloped them. Kat, her focus unbroken, guided the boat through the meandering waterways with a profound connection to the spirits. "We are nearing the place where the lost mine is said to reside," she murmured, her eyes scanning the surroundings for signs of the mystical energies that guarded the treasure. The bayous became denser with vegetation, creating a verdant canopy that filtered the sunlight and cast dappled shadows on the water. Moss-draped cypress trees stood like sentinels, their gnarled roots emerging from the murky depths. The boat glided beneath low-hanging branches, the witches brushing fingertips against leaves as they passed, feeling the pulse of the ancient magic that coursed through the bayous. A sudden hush fell over the Coven as the boat entered a clearing, revealing an ethereal landscape that seemed to defy the boundaries of reality. Before them lay a tranquil pool, its surface reflecting the hues of the surrounding foliage. In the center of the pool, a lone island rose like an emerald gem, crowned with vibrant flowers and bathed in the soft glow of the morning sun. "The heart of the bayous," Kat whispered, her voice barely audible over the enchanting symphony of nature. "This is where the spirits guard the lost treasure, and where the magic of the Louisiana mine is said to be most potent." The witches disembarked from the boat, their feet sinking into the mossy ground of the island. The air, thick with the scent of blooming flowers and the earthy perfume of the bayous, pulsed with an energy that resonated with the very heartbeat of the land. Kat, her eyes scanning the surroundings, led the Coven to the center of the island, where an ancient stone altar stood as a testament to the magic that permeated the bayous. The altar, weathered by centuries yet imbued with an enduring power, held the echoes of rituals long past. "We shall offer our collective magic to the spirits, invoking the ancient energies that guard the lost treasure," Kat explained, her hands moving in a graceful dance as she prepared for the ritual. "Each of you, place a token of your magic upon the altar, and let the bayous witness the unity of our purpose." The Coven, guided by the rhythm of their shared intent, approached the altar one by one. Crystals, herbs, and symbolic trinkets were arranged in a symphony of colors and textures. Each witch contributed a piece of themselves, a fragment of their essence, to the ritual that would unlock the secrets of the Louisiana mine. Kat, standing at the center of the altar, raised her arms to the sky. "Spirits of the bayous, guardians of the lost treasure, we humbly invoke your presence. Let our intentions be known, and may the magic of the Louisiana mine reveal itself to us." As the witches chanted in unison, the air around the altar shimmered with an iridescent glow. The island itself seemed to respond, the flowers blooming in vibrant bursts of color, and the pool reflecting the changing hues of the sky. The energy of the bayous resonated with the Coven, creating a harmonious connection between the mortal realm and the mystical forces that guarded the lost treasure. Suddenly, a soft hum enveloped the island, and the altar pulsed with a renewed intensity. Kat, her eyes aglow with a mixture of awe and reverence, felt the presence of ancient magic surging through the very fabric of the bayous. "The spirits are with us," she whispered, her voice carrying a weight of realization. "The time has come to unveil the lost treasure of the Louisiana mine." With a gesture, Kat beckoned the Coven to follow her to the edge of the island, where the pool mirrored the secrets hidden beneath the surface. The water, still and mysterious, held the key to the bayou's most guarded secret. Kat extended her hands over the pool, her fingers tracing patterns in the air. "The magic of the mine lies dormant beneath the waters, waiting for a conduit to unlock its power. Let the spirits guide us as we peer into the depths and reveal the lost treasure." The witches, their senses heightened by the potent magic surrounding them, leaned forward, their eyes fixed on the pool. As Kat chanted ancient incantations, the surface of the water shimmered, revealing glimpses of a hidden world beneath. Images materialized in the pool, shifting and coalescing like fragments of a dream. The Coven witnessed scenes of the Spanish conquistadors, their faces etched with determination and greed, as they carried the stolen treasure through the bayous. The river rose in fury, reclaiming the riches and swallowing the conquistadors in a watery abyss. "The spirits have granted us a vision of the past," Kat murmured, her voice tinged with awe. "The lost treasure, stolen by the conquistadors, became one with the bayous, and its magic remains entwined with the waters." As the vision unfolded, the witches saw the magical item, an ancient amulet of intricate design, glowing with an ethereal light. The amulet, a conduit to the power of the Louisiana mine, held the key to unlocking the dormant magic that lingered within the bayous. "The amulet," Kat exclaimed, her eyes gleaming with determination. "It is the key to unlocking the magic of the Louisiana mine. We must find it, my sisters, and return the stolen treasure to the spirits that guard it." The witches, their hearts afire with purpose, pledged to embark on the next phase of their quest. Kat, the torchbearer of their mystical journey, led the Coven back to the enchanted boat, which awaited them with a renewed energy, as if infused with the magic of the bayous themselves. "We shall follow the currents that resonate with the vision granted by the spirits," Kat declared, her gaze fixed on the waters ahead. "The amulet lies hidden in the depths of the bayous, and we, as the chosen vessels of magic, shall reclaim it and restore the balance that was disrupted centuries ago." The boat glided through the waters, propelled by a force both ancient and newly awakened. The Coven, united by their shared purpose, sailed toward the heart of the bayous, where the lost treasure and the magic of the Louisiana mine awaited their discovery. The journey had only just begun, and the spirits of the bayous whispered secrets that echoed through the air, promising a destiny entwined with the threads of magic and the mysteries of a bygone era. 4. Chapter 4: Whispers of the Past. The bayous embraced the enchanted boat as it glided through the twisting waterways, the echoes of the Coven's ritual still lingering in the air. Kat, her eyes sharp and intent, studied the subtle currents that flowed beneath the surface, seeking the guiding whispers of the spirits. "Sisters," Kat spoke, her voice carrying a resonance that harmonized with the natural cadence of the bayous. "We are on the trail of the amulet. Follow the currents that resonate with the vision granted by the spirits, and let the magic of the Louisiana mine guide our way." The Coven, seated in a circle on the boat, exchanged knowing glances, their eyes reflecting the anticipation that tinged the air. The water beneath them seemed to pulse with energy, responding to the echoes of the past that still reverberated through the bayous. As they sailed deeper into the heart of the waterways, the atmosphere changed. The lush greenery of the bayous gave way to a more somber setting, a grove of ancient cypress trees, their moss-draped branches forming a canopy that filtered the sunlight into an intricate dance of shadows on the water. "This is the place," Kat declared, her eyes scanning the surroundings. "The spirits have led us to the grove of echoing whispers, a place where the past and present converge." The boat glided to a halt in the shadow of the ancient trees, and the witches disembarked onto the moss-covered ground. The air in the grove was thick with a tangible energy, as if the very essence of time itself hung in the balance. Kat approached a gnarled cypress tree at the center of the grove, its roots winding through the soil like ancient serpents. "The whispers of the past are embedded in the heart of this tree. We must commune with the spirits and seek their guidance on the location of the amulet." The witches formed a circle around the cypress tree, their hands joined in a silent pact of unity. Kat, with a whispered incantation, extended her hands toward the tree, her fingers brushing against the rough bark. "Spirits of the grove, guardians of the bayous, grant us the knowledge we seek," Kat intoned, her voice echoing through the grove. The air vibrated with a subtle energy, and the Coven felt a connection forming between them and the spirits that dwelled within the ancient cypress. A soft murmur, like the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze, enveloped the grove. The Coven closed their eyes, allowing the whispers of the past to weave through their consciousness. Images materialized, fragments of the amulet's journey through time, as the spirits guided the witches in their quest. "The amulet lies hidden in the heart of the hollow isles," Kat whispered, her eyes fluttering open, revealing a glint of determination. "It is a place of mystical convergence, where the magic of the bayous converges in a nexus of power." The Coven, still connected by the shared energy of the ritual, absorbed the revelation. The Hollow Isles, a name that resonated with ancient secrets and untold mysteries. "We must navigate the waters to reach the Hollow Isles," Kat declared, her gaze fixed on the horizon. "The amulet awaits us there, guarded by the magic that courses through the bayous." The witches returned to the boat, their steps light with purpose. The enchantment of the grove lingered in their senses, guiding the vessel as it resumed its journey through the winding waterways. The Coven, now bound not only by shared intent but by the mystical energy of the Grove of Echoing Whispers, sailed toward the Hollow Isles. As the boat approached the entrance to the isles, the bayou seemed to shift, the air thickening with an anticipatory energy. The water beneath them swirled with currents that pulsed in rhythmic patterns, leading the Coven into the heart of the mystical convergence. The Hollow Isles emerged like an ethereal mirage, a cluster of small islands surrounded by a labyrinth of interconnected waterways. Moss-covered rocks rose from the water, and ancient trees stood sentinel, their roots intertwining with the water below. Kat, her eyes scanning the isles, sensed the convergence of magical energies. "We must navigate through the channels and follow the currents that resonate with the amulet's journey," she directed, her voice carrying the authority of one attuned to the unseen forces at play. The witches, their senses heightened by the magical atmosphere, guided the boat through the winding waterways with a shared intuition. The isles seemed to shift and rearrange themselves, revealing hidden passages that only the spirits and those in harmony with the bayous could perceive. As the Coven neared the heart of the Hollow Isles, a soft glow emanated from the water, casting an iridescent light on the surroundings. The boat glided into a natural harbor, surrounded by an archipelago of floating lilies that shimmered like stars in the moonlit night. There, Kat pointed toward a small island at the center of the harbor, where an ancient stone altar stood bathed in the glow of the bayou's magic. "The spirits have guided us to the sacred site where the amulet rests." The witches disembarked onto the island, their footsteps echoing in the hallowed silence. The stone altar, weathered by centuries of mystic energy, beckoned them like a silent guardian of the bayous. Kat approached the altar, her eyes fixed on a small cavity in the stone that seemed to cradle an unseen treasure. The Coven gathered around, their breaths held in anticipation, as Kat extended her hands toward the cavity. "Spirits of the Hollow Isles, reveal the amulet," Kat intoned, her voice resonating through the harbor. The air shimmered with magic, and the bayou seemed to respond, as if the very fabric of reality bent to the will of the Coven. A soft glow emanated from the altar, and the Coven gasped as the amulet materialized in Kat's outstretched hands. The ancient artifact, adorned with intricate symbols that seemed to dance with a life of their own, pulsed with a radiant energy. "The amulet of the Louisiana mine," Kat whispered, her eyes reflecting the centuries of magic embedded within the artifact. "We have found the key to unlocking the dormant powers of the bayous." As Kat cradled the amulet, the air around them hummed with a newfound vitality. The bayous, having guided the Coven through a journey of discovery, seemed to echo with a chorus of approval. "We must return to the altar on the Grove of Echoing Whispers," Kat declared, her eyes alight with purpose. "There, we shall unlock the magic of the Louisiana mine and restore the balance that was disrupted centuries ago." The Coven, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and destiny, boarded the boat once more. The journey back through the Hollow Isles was guided by a different energy, an energy that resonated with the newfound magic of the amulet. As the boat sailed through the winding waterways, the Coven marveled at the beauty of the bayous, now aglow with the latent power that pulsed from the amulet. The Hollow Isles seemed to part before them, revealing a path that led back to the Grove of Echoing Whispers. Upon reaching the grove, the Coven gathered around the ancient cypress tree, its roots entwined with the secrets of time. Kat, holding the amulet before her, closed her eyes in silent communion with the spirits. "Spirits of the bayous, guardians of the Louisiana mine, accept this offering and restore the balance that was disrupted centuries ago," Kat intoned, her voice carrying the weight of centuries. As she placed the amulet into the cavity of the cypress tree, the very essence of the grove seemed to tremble with a surge of ancient magic. The air in the grove shimmered as the Coven witnessed the transformation. The whispers of the past resonated through the cypress tree, and the spirits seemed to converge, acknowledging the return of the lost treasure to its rightful place. A gentle breeze rustled through the leaves, carrying with it a sense of gratitude and harmony. The bayous, now infused with the restored magic of the Louisiana mine, seemed to sing in celebration. "We have fulfilled our destiny," Kat declared, her eyes reflecting the profound connection between the Coven and the bayous. "The magic of the Louisiana mine is restored, and the spirits have granted us their blessing." The witches, their hearts full with the weight of the journey they had undertaken, exchanged smiles of satisfaction. The bayous, once a realm of mystery and untold secrets, now embraced them with a sense of camaraderie, a bond forged through the ebb and flow of ancient magic. As the Coven prepared to leave the grove of echoing whispers, the air seemed to ripple with a final revelation. Kat, attuned to the subtle shifts in the bayous, turned to her sisters with a knowing gleam in her eyes. "The spirits have one more gift for us," she announced, her voice carrying the promise of a new chapter in their mystical journey. A vision of a future entwined with the magic of the bayous. "Our destinies are forever linked to this sacred realm, and the whispers of the past will guide us in the days to come." The Coven, their hearts open to the mysteries that awaited them, boarded the enchanted boat one final time. The bayous, now aglow with the restored magic of the Louisiana mine, cradled them in their embrace as they sailed into the horizon, a sisterhood bound by ancient secrets and the whispers of a destiny written in the heart of the mystical waters.